Hello, everyone, and welcome back with What Team Comp to Temptations of Aitseh. I'm your host, the Uncommon Guru. Say hi, everybody.
Hello!
Hello.
Hi.
And last we left off, we made progress. We were able to speak with some of the clerics about several people apparently being under unfortunate effects, to say the very least. And get yourself set up for letting Tashina and Demea either stay in the city and go with the clerics back to the capital or going with them. I still don't remember which you decided on that, so...
We wanted to send them with the clerics, if I remember correctly.
Which would let you guys be free to do as you need. So that makes sense. And they're more than happy they can stay with the clerics and they'll be completely fine, especially since Tashina is part of one of the clergies.
Yeah, they were gonna get escorted back to the capital, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Tashina says that she was going to cast Sending tomorrow, which would be when we're starting, but at the same time, if you already have another clergy to, get all that prepared, she'd just be sending it, just being like, Hi, I'm in the city. I'll be home soon. Didn't realize it would take this long. I'm sorry. But yeah, so when last we left off, you guys had done that. So what do you guys want to do now? You've got a whole world ahead of you.
I reckon we should probably get on with that mission that we took on about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
What?
Alright, so the mission that they had originally taken on was to try and track down these nobles who apparently had come through this area and in their wake left this person in a position of power by which he is now trying to be like, hey, we're moving. So
Yes.
they are the ones who did that, and their mission was to either find and identify them or to find and, if they can stop them, restrain them and bring them in. One of the two.
I didn't realize
Obviously,
that.
you can
I
just
didn't
bring in.
realize that was their original mission.
Yeah, that was their original
Yeah.
mission. The whole reason they came to this is a big world map, obviously. I gave them missions that would let them go either up towards Halo and Tamdov or down towards Corvin, as well as one towards Denziel. They didn't listen to all of the different things that were available. They heard nobles that were causing issues, and they were like, hold on a second, we want to hear more about this.
Well.
Yeah, I had missions that would let them go anywhere in the world, and the ones that they wanted to do, they wanted to go up north. And I was like, you got it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was like the original mission.
That was the original mission. They've just had a lot of hiccups along the way. Like, they were going through the area and it's just like, hey, we want to check out this area where there's this old forgotten dwarven city underground. What's the deal? And that's where they met with you guys, and then all of a sudden they're in this city and it's like, hey, there's other stuff we're doing. There's a princess who's just been shot. What the hell? Their whole mission has been regarding this particular city's events. This particular city has clues and such towards the original mission that they had started going towards.
Well,
Small world after all.
I guess we're back on track
It's a
then.
small world after all. It's a small world. I couldn't stop.
Well, you didn't want to.
I mean, I started singing the Lollipop Guild and Dollar General, so clearly I'm in a singing mood. Bob started it in my defense. And I'm a midget, so I have to continue it. It's my obligation.
Okay.
I'm 5'2". I'm 3 inches from being legally a dwarf.
Oh my god.
Shall we continue?
Yes.
I reckon.
I hope that
Okay,
you eventually
are
watch the replay of my reaction to that.
Are the clerics? Well, I guess if we leave them with the clerics until their entourage comes into town, they should be okay.
You look so shocked at what I said.
Yep.
I guess we should just continue. Oh, we were. Oh wait, no. Did
we're waiting on a meeting with the mayor. At the same time, if the clerics are just going to come and try and dispel the badge anyway, you know.
Right. And
Yeah.
the meeting with the mayor, like as you had been informed, will take a long while because they've got a lot of people who
Got here before we did.
yeah, essentially. So it can take up to a couple months.
Man, I ain't got time for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it sounds like, I mean, we got Tashina taken care of, and we got the townspeople taken care of, so...
To Tamdov!
Yeah, I guess we should start heading back that way, or heading that way.
Is Tamdao where we were originally going? I can't even remember.
Wait.
Yeah,
Halo
they
is where
said
you were
that-
originally going. It's just that
Halo
with
was
the
where we were
details.
originally going
Mhm.
to drop off Tashina, but since we're having Tashina drop off, we could just follow the nobles because they went across the Colossus Pass towards Tamdov.
Mhm.
And like I said, originally you were going into Halo to find out this information, and
Okay.
in the city you found out that they were heading towards Tamdov. Heading
Gotcha.
upwards more into Halo is because you also had the nobles who you needed to escort to safety.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
now heading back to your original mission, you'd be heading over the Colossi Path, which you now have to find a way over the Colossi Path to eventually get over to Tamdov to see what's the dealio.
Let
Okay.
me double check. I want to make sure we have enough rations before we leave.
Yes,
I'm gonna buy a week's
Wait.
worth of rations for Bright
Let me
Eyes.
check too.
I could have sworn that Tamdorf was just to the left of Halo.
Yes,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's
it
the
is,
dark
right?
green one.
it is to the west.
And I could have sworn that we were already to the left of the Colossus.
No, you've been on the right
No.
side of the path.
Nah, we in Halo, my dude.
You're on the eastern side
Uh,
in Halo.
I'm gonna buy.
Oh,
How much would be 17 rations?
17 rations at 5 a piece. That's 8 gold, 5 silver. 5 silver.
8
apiece.
gold, 5 silver? Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna buy 10 rations just for myself, 7 for Bright Eyes. How much would that be?
17 in total. Same thing.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
oh wait.
8 gold,
Let me
10
see if
silver.
I can
Oh,
read
what?
my sheet.
What the fuck?
Hold on. What are you saying, NPR?
NBI!
I have to push to talk, and I'm on the internet.
You're fine.
Gotcha.
I'm seeing if I can reach my sheet from my phone.
No worries.
I'm just saying what the fuck because I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Mm.
I don't know what the fuck is happening to my body, but it is clearly turning against me.
Oh, not feeling good?
You knew.
I think it's more of the symptoms of Aunt Flo slowly crawling towards my body like hello.
Hmm.
Which I mean, yay, hooray! I'm absolutely, totally happy that I go through this once a month.
Fun stuff.
Pat, 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 pat.
I mean, laying on my stomach does not ease the tension there. She just walked up to me, curled up, pushed back like move, and just fucking situated herself.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's going to sleep.
She's a sleepy baby.
She's a sleepy baby. I'm a cranky baby. Together we are sleepy cranky.
Sure.
If I roll over, she's gonna growl at me. That's the best part, because I've moved her.
How much do you guys think is a reasonable amount of ration?
I have 30 rations on my person right now, girl. There is no reasonable amount.
I have 18, but I can hunt.
I think both of us can hunt, can't we?
Perhaps.
Well, because I have that. I think if I remember correctly, I put the Outlander. I have the Outlander background. Yeah, I do. So we can both technically hunt.
Okay. How much are rations again?
5 silver,
5 silver
piece.
piece. Yes.
5 silver apiece.
Mhm.
How much silver? It's 100 silver for each gold,
10.
right? 10?
100 copper for every gold. So it's 10.
Think
Okay.
pennies and dimes.
Yes. Think of
So-
gold is essentially dollars, silvers are dimes. Dollars to dimes,
So-
and then coppers are pennies. Which is a lot simpler than throwing in quarters and nickels.
Yeah, I appreciate the fact that they didn't do that to us.
Oh, they threw in Electrum, but we don't believe in Electrum. Electrum doesn't exist.
Well, it's just $half, man.
I know it's just $half, but at the same time, it's asinine, and it really
I think
makes
she's
me just
trying
like,
to ask
"Wow."
something. We're getting off the topic.
No,
Yes.
I'm just calculating.
You can just ask him.
We're off top. Oh yeah.
10 silver to each gold.
How many days you looking at?
I'm just. Give me a second.
Are you trying to figure out by days?
No.
By
Okay,
miles?
don't worry about it. I know exactly what I'm doing. I just need to calculate it.
Okay. Actually, do I?
Tara, we snap your little neck.
I'm actually curious because I know I saved it at one point because I occasionally am actually smart with things that I do.
Guys, my dog is officially dropped dead asleep. I legit poked her and she didn't move.
Aw.
And as soon as I mention you, you wake up and tip your head upside down to stare at me. What the fuck?
Also,
And now she's licking me.
fun fact: I just double checked something just for giggles and to see myself.
Right.
I do in fact have from the player's handbook, the Dungeon Master's Guide. I mean, the monetary amount and time needed to make various structures and strongholds.
Do not step up my nipple!
So if you guys are ever looking into that in the future, I have that.
We could build an inn and fucking
Or a
make
keep.
it our... Fair enough. Ami, I appreciate you. I love you dearly. You are my baby girl, my child, and my best friend. Get off my tit.
So it's cool if I buy some rations?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're just saying you don't have to buy as much as you think since we can both hunt for the party if we're in certain areas.
Understandable. But also Virdrick's very independent, so...
Obviously.
Yeah,
I do have it.
I don't know why, I just imagine. So we bought back a deer. I don't need your charity.
I mean, he'll eat it if you guys just bring it and we cook it, but, like, he's not gonna be, like, dependent on y'all, so...
Obviously.
Don, just real quick, that longbow that I had before I got my fancy fire longbow, that wasn't a +1 or anything, right?
No.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
How long are we traveling?
Based off of where you currently are, your biggest issue is going to be getting over the giant ass ravine. Granted, you can ask around to see if there's any ways that can assist you with that.
Yeah,
I also did pull it up because I wanted to see and know for myself of the walking distances and such, which luckily enough for me, I actually did remember to save that. And the average, just average, not like if you're going at your fastest speed you can get up to, depending on if you're over encumbered or not, would be around 15 miles per day. 20 if you're just walking without too much weighing you down. And from where you are just to the border of Tamdov is about 200 miles. So it's
It's gonna
10
take a
days.
while.
Yeah, it's around 10 days just to get to the mountains.
Oof.
Which from
Like
there,
one
if you're
day.
actually going into Tamdov, the mountain range, it's a windy, much harder path. Probably would take you, I mean, if you're pushing it every day, probably could get it in maybe 3 days. Not bad, especially
bad.
since the fact you have a ranger to help you out. So you could probably get there in
Yeah.
2 if you were like really pushing speed. And you can actually go You can go faster, as I've mentioned before, but you just wouldn't be able to do things like stealth.
Right.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you were on horseback, technically you could go faster. But right now
again,
you have
stealth.
a ravine.
Mm.
So don't forget to take that
Yeah.
into account, because it's like, yes, we have a cart. So there's Spartacus in the background looking at the ravine, just like,
Bitch.
So, how long would it be until the nearest city in Tamzol?
you'd have to get through the mountain range first. So minimum would be between, I'd say, 14 days. We'll just say 14 just to say if like you don't find anyone in the mountains, like if you go at it from an angle with which you don't find anyone to speak with.
Okay. So, how much is the ration?
Rations 5 silver per day.
Oh Jesus, that's half my gold.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the half gold.
Would you like a small loan of $1 million, my friend?
God damn it!
Remind me to dock your allowance.
Do you need money?
I'll pay for it. It's fine.
All right.
Oh my god. I found an art tutorial for chainmail, and at the very bottom it shows an example of how exactly it looks when it's done. It says, this tutorial has been brought to you by sleep deprivation. Don't do art, kids.
Sounds about right.
Now go forth and create beautiful chainmail without bawling your eyes out as you single-handedly draw every single fucking loop!
Oh god. What else was I gonna ask? So there's gonna be no towns from here until we pass through the mountains?
There are a few, but they're out of the way if you're just trying to go straight there. So there are pit stops you could make. It's just that you'd have to go out of your way to get to them. And even with the maps are not 100% accurate. They don't have a standard cartographer's guild to actually map out everything in Halo. It's basically just, oh yeah, you just go about this many in this direction, you give or take. Maybe about basically half a day. A day later, you end up in the location because you went a little bit more to the north and to the south.
We're talking some serious country mile distance here.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Well, I mean, we'll manage just fine. And then, is there anything else we need to do before we get going?
As far as I know, no.
I don't.
I will buy, having never gotten one of these before, John, what would be the equivalent to a puppy-sized ration?
For a puppy, we'll count them just as standard rations will essentially be 2 days.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna buy.
it obviously needs to be bought for them specifically because even though they are able to handle solids, softer solids, just to let them teeth a little bit more because they
wait,
can't
so
eat.
should I buy separate rations? I'm very confused.
Well, your dog is very different.
Yeah, you're going to need a ration per day for that dog.
Okay. So 30 rations. If we're going 14 days, I'm good.
I will buy 10 pup rations, so essentially 5 rations.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 250, I think.
Yes, 2 gold, 5 silver.
Okay.
Don't hand on me just because I wanted a big borf.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
These are the consequences you must accept.
Oh, I bought 30 rations with this dog in mind, and that's why I got that many.
She mentioned she had 30. She has her reasoning, even though the madness is still confusing.
There's a method to my madness.
Are you sure?
No.
Do I?
That's fair.
There is madness to your method.
Explorers.
Generally, you start with 10. Starting with.
Okay, I do have a water skin. I was just making double sure.
I think I haven't. Let me look before I say yes. I don't know if that comes with the thing that I have.
Oh, oops! I already have 7 rations.
That works.
And that means that you don't have to spend nearly as much.
If we're hunting, then where are we going by the thing where we don't need as many rations?
Correct.
Okay, I need to buy a water skin because apparently I do not have one.
Okay. That one I don't have off the top of my head, but I can get that for you.
Is the 14 days taking that into account?
It's not. When I'm saying 14 days, I'm saying 14 days. That is not taking into account hunting. Water skin is
okay,
2
so how
silver.
many
It
rations
weighs
would
5
you-
pounds when full.
Okay.
It's
So
like
how many rations would we need?
14. A ration a day.
No, taking into account hunting.
I'm not. The 14 is not taking hunting into account. That is from where you
But it
currently
also-
are across.
Hunting is literally based upon where we are going to go and where we are heading, because we cannot hunt in a grassland, but we can hunt in a forest. We potentially could hunt in a mountain, but that depends on our rolls.
I was just wondering because last time when this happened, just like days of rations were just deducted.
That's why I say just buy 14 rations to be safe, just in case we can't hunt. Because I don't think he's gonna tell us exactly how many days we can hunt until we are on that journey.
Yeah, we gotta work for that. But there's only one way to find out.
You've got options, possibilities.
Well,
I'm letting you do
Khalil's
that.
ready.
That moment when a girl asked me for my IG and I thought she wanted an igloo, I feel old.
Your igloo.
She wanted to friend you on Club Penguin.
Yep. What is your igloo address?
Shit.
Nah!
So you guys are ready to go?
Asking
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get it.
Yes, I'm
Excuse me.
ready.
All right.
I
Are you
can't
doing
think of
anything
anything
else in
else.
the city before you just head out towards trying to figure out how to get across the ravine? Or
I
Can I
can't do
say
the only thing
goodbye
we
to
want
the
in the city.
girls?
you guys be safe, okay? Demea just throws herself at everyone, like stares at Vito, like, I'm gonna hug you. I want to do it.
That's
She
Marva.
just do it?
she hugs him, yes.
Okay, he actually kind of pats her back. He can be
You,
nice.
you hear a very soft, yay. And you feel, hold on a second. I'm gonna. You feel something very ungently being put into your bag.
Very uncouth reverse pickpocket.
Yes.
He doesn't really check it.
Okay.
Not for now, anyway.
She hugs everyone else, and she also makes sure to hug Spartacus, and then she gets down and is like, I gotta hug you guys too. Come here. And the little dogs just kind of like happily just run over and start licking her. She's like, what are their names? Kind of scratching at their ears. She's like, I want to know what I should be able to call them when I tell people about them. So
Out of character. I don't even got a sheet for this dog yet, man.
I know.
Right.
Do you have
Describe the dog again.
It's a bloodhound. It
I
is a
know, but
bloodhound
is
puppy.
there
Colors?
distinguishing physical characteristics?
The bloodhound is a faded maroon red with a kind of a very light tan snout and paws.
Light tan snout and paws, you say?
Yes, with same for the underbelly.
Cute. Floppy ears? Not floppy ears?
I would
Floppy
expect. Yeah, I wouldn't expect a druid to dock the ears.
Vamis Kip Flop.
Oh my god. Yours is a girl, isn't it?
It is a girl.
Yes.
Is mine male or female?
You have not checked. That is something.
It is
you should
also a
know.
girl.
I have decided to call my own puppet, very least, Rosehip.
Rosehip.
Oh, rosehip. That's cute.
Rosette?
Aww.
Rosehip, like what is it?
I'm not sure what it comes from exactly. I've heard it a lot, but I've never looked into what it actually. I think it's kind of point.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's like a plant.
Oh my gosh. I accidentally hit the nail on the head because this is what the berries of this plant looks like.
Yeah, it works.
Right?
If my computer would do the thing, thank you.
Just cool.
I think it's a fruit of the rose plant.
So we have Rosehip.
Just
I'm so bad with names.
Just call him Boofer. It's cool.
It's a girl.
Call her Boofer.
Call her Boofer.
Yeah. I mean, you've called one tiny, one mini. Now it's just small.
Call her Miney.
Or
I
if you
think
get a
I'm just
second
gonna end
dog,
up doing a homage to like an actual dog and just name her Casino.
Casino.
Aw.
call them, like, get a second dog and call one of them Itty and the other Bitty.
No.
Yes.
No, I think I'm gonna stick with that one. It's an homage to an old dog I used to have.
All right, so
Okay.
Casino.
No.
I like them. They're really cute names. And that's Casino. Where all of a sudden just gets knocked over. Oh, there you are. Kind of squishes its cheeks, just like. You're all gonna be really good, and you're gonna be really nice to each other, and you're gonna be you get the best people to take care of you. You know that. Another nose against them. Gets big old tongue licker and just like. She like looks at you guys, like slowly reaches out, pulls out a thing of sugar, and just like
Navarre might have to be pried off to Maya.
For why?
He's hugging her, but she doesn't look like she wants to let go.
She hugs back really tightly.
I'm gonna miss you, you big ball of sugar.
She like slowly puts a piece of caramel against your lips.
I'm gonna eat it.
As you eat it, you feel something just like shoved into your bag, and she kind of like pats it gently. For later.
Okay.
I go
Kalera's
over.
gonna hug both of them,
Oh.
one in each arm.
Clear, it's just a hug. It's awesome. Just yes, hug. And Zadim, when you get your hug, you also feel her slip something into your bag.
I hug Jamea and I say, I have never met anyone outside of my immediate family who could also destroy a candy cane such as you have. I am very
Very
happy to
quick
have met you. You are very quick to learn.
She kind of just
But
shrugs.
that serve you well.
She pulls out a candy cane and offers it to you.
Oh, I take it and I do the thing.
How dare you?
I
She-
do what I do best.
She nods sagely.
Right in front of my salad. How could you?
Turn
My
to
salad.
Sheena and I say, you have found a very special woman. Make sure to take good care of her, yes?
I'm more worried that she'll be running around taking care of me, but I'll do my best.
I know you will.
Thank you all for everything.
Of course.
You're good people. You're really, really good people. Who knows? Maybe we'll see each other again someday. That'd be nice.
If fate smiles upon us.
Yeah, Bira. It would be really nice.
Yeah. We'll see you around. And just gives a very, very small wave. Just bye. Bye.
I'm going into the cart.
Mhm.
I will watch them. And yeah.
Mhm.
Get in the cart.
Everyone in the cart. So you're all in the cart. Ebrin starts Spartacus up, essentially, just gives him a
Starts them up.
Start up the horse!
Of course, yeah, he gives him a little starts it up because he's not moving right now. Otherwise, he'd be a ways away at this point. But you guys are in the cart, and you hear the little bumping and clacking of the wheels that starts taking you out of the city. Eventually,
Oh yeah, we've got 1 horsepower.
Mm-hmm. As you guys are following the road, Ebrin starts looking at it, just kind of like, hold on a second. Oh yeah, he's doing good. All right, so we need to go that way, because otherwise we're not going to hit the city in time. We could probably get an in before then. That should be fine. I don't know if it's still something they can do, but hopefully they can. Y'all doing okay back there?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
As well as can be expected after saying goodbye.
Goodbyes are really hard. Yeah, I've done that before. It's been a while, actually. I wonder how they're doing. I'm sure they're fine. I hope they're fine. Are they dead? Please don't be dead. Anyways, he continues to guide Spartacus, and you guys are. It's still fairly early, so you're able to get in quite a good amount of distance with you, and having Spartacus be the one pulling it means that you're able to actually go quite a ways, quite a bit faster. Let me actually check the amount of. Oh yeah, easy enough. It's not a full-on sprint, obviously, but it's more than enough to be able to get you by sundown to the walls of a city next to what appears to be a giant cresting arch that looks like it's made of some kind of pure raw stone that just spans the entirety of the Colossi Walk. Looks like it's large enough that it actually would have gone over the Colossi that you guys had gone back and scuttled around across back when you saw it walking through this path.
Out of character, are we looking at a giant bridge?
Essentially, like a giant bridge.
We talking Golden Gate or Sydney Harbor? Sydney Harbor.
Which is bigger?
I think the Sydney Harbor.
Sydney Harbor, then. It's a big bridge. Probably goes 20, 30 miles across. Like, no. I'm sorry. That's too far. My apologies.
That's a big bridge, man.
That would be a big bridge. That's somewhere else. I'm thinking of the other one. My apologies. This one's only maybe about 5 to 10 miles across, give or take. It's still big as hell, but not
How
20.
wide is it?
Yes.
How wide is this bridge?
That's bigger than the Sydney Harbor Bridge, man. The Sydney Harbor Bridge is one of the biggest bridges we got.
In terms of width, it's maybe only about 300 feet across.
Only 300 feet, he says.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
This would have taken if this. There's nothing that looks like it's like made with bricks or anything like that. But it looks like sheer solid stone.
Jeez, that's like. Hang on. Yeah, we don't got anything. Oh boy, that's maybe Great Wall of China big.
I'd imagine this is very musical there, so she's
Mhm.
just kind of looking around and like surprised, just like, wow.
Cool.
Mhm.
Well, are we gonna cross it then?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
suppose.
sundown right now, so if you want to
How
try
long
and cross
did
it
it
now,
take to get? How long did it take to
the
get
entirety
here?
of the day.
Okay, so that's one ration for everybody.
Let me take that off.
Ugh.
Oh my god. Okay.
Alright, so you guys gonna bed down for the night, or you guys gonna keep going?
Bed
I
down.
would say bed down, yeah.
Ain't no reason to go over at the moment.
Yeah.
Simple enough to get yourselves a room for the night. It's only actually I think it's only a gold for every 2 rooms. Not quite high class fancy like some of the other places you've been, but it's good enough. They've got warm meals, roof over their head, no leaks. All definitely good things that you don't want causing any difficulties. Let me actually see
Right.
here.
What's the thing that the
Oh, yeah,
man
no,
put
this
in
is
my
still
pouch?
comfortable.
Oh yeah, let's all look in our pouches.
Yeah.
When you finally look into your pouches, you realize that she's put little baggies into your backpacks.
She give me candy.
You got caramel. You got
Aww.
chocolate.
Aww.
Sadim got candy canes.
Hell
And
yeah.
Virdrick got pure little blocks of sugar.
Oh my god, you got
I
sugar
hate
cubes.
She didn't know what other
Uh,
kind of sugar you liked, so she was just like, I'm gonna give you something, damn it.
Oh my
Navarro
god.
looks at Zadeeb and like holds out her hand for a candy cane. I just want to try something.
I will give you one candy can for one piece of caramel.
She gives him a caramel block.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and these are like thick blocks, by the way.
Oh hell yeah.
Exactly.
Did Calais get anything?
Chocolate.
You got chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Little blocks of
I don't
chocolate.
think-
How
Navarro-
many candy canes do I have here?
Oh lord.
I'd say, based off of the way Demea buys her candy, at least 2 dozen.
Hell yes.
Navarro looks Zadeeb dead in the eye and bites into the candy cane.
Go on. You gotta roll.
Roll straight,
what?
is that what I'm rolling?
Yes.
Just see if you can
Bite a
break through
candy
it.
cane?
To see
So
if you can
are you
break through
biting
it.
through it?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure, I'll allow this.
Crunch,
Easily.
motherfucker.
You-
Out of respect for Demea and hatred for you, I will eat this candy cane in the weirdest way possible.
I respect this.
Oh, goodness. Oh.
I've not forgotten how you threw me underneath the wagon with Vircher,
All you have
and I'm
done
going to
is-
sharpen this candy cane to pierce your eye.
All you have done is indoctrinate yourself into a pact of people to buy through candy canes, so I see no problem.
I'm going to shove this through your eye. She's like aiming the bitten off part at him.
Many people besides you are trying to take my eyes out, and none have been successful so far.
I cannot say the same.
You're right.
When
Anyway,
did you
let's go
get
sleep.
here? Oh, I thought that was Vircher saying you're right. I was like, when did
Oh.
he get here?
You're talking in like the foyer area. It's not like you just like suddenly disappeared.
He doesn't talk. That's my point.
Yeah, he really doesn't talk.
Virdrick suddenly talking. Everyone, when'd you get here, Virdrick? I've been standing here the whole time listening to you guys mouth off.
I'm still recovering from the fucking. Why didn't you bring back one of the sheep to kill?
Thought we were gonna eat one.
I was hungry. Damn.
Paris out of character. Sheep.
No, that's even
Yeah,
Navarro
that's
said I
what
can't. I can't eat things that I've talked to.
I mean, she's quite right. Anyways, moving forward. You guys bed down for the night. Simple enough. Actually, roll something right quick. Okay. Eventually, morning comes, and you guys can be on your way.
Yay!
Alright, let's cross this huge bridge.
Let's
Uh,
do
Where
it.
is the boofer?
The boofer is with you.
Hey.
You haven't lost the boofer. Granted, the boofer keeps jumping out of the cart and having to be like let back in, like following after the cart, like help me, I can't get up.
I can't get back up. Help me!
She'll learn eventually, unless you don't teach her, in which case she
I
will.
I
need to be
will
carried
teach
under.
her.
Right. I'm guessing you're not teaching her on a moving cart in an uphill battle.
No.
Yeah, because a fun point of order. As you're going up the bridge, it is quite clear just as you're starting to approach the bridge, you are beginning to go uphill probably a good half mile to mile before you actually hit the bridge. So you're actually being elevated before you're actually going on the elevated surface of the bridge.
Interesting.
As you get towards the top, you actually see that there's guards at the top.
What? Okay.
This is the Colossi Bridge. They probably want to make sure we do not break anything.
Or might cost a fee.
I do remember someone talking about how bandits try to get you to pay up to cross.
As you get towards the top of the bridge, one of them holds up a hand. Hail! Wishing to cross the bridge.
Yes.
You have everything strapped down as instructed at the board.
Bored.
Travelers, then. Got it. Most people tend to travel with quite a bit of rope, and understandably, it does not look like you've lost anything. Okay, looks at actually. Yeah, you're fine. He motions to you. You're going to want to start binding everything down. If you thought the uphill battle was going to be anything catastrophic, you're going to want to be even more careful going downhill, especially since you have a horse.
We will keep this in mind.
Good, good. All right. Please be safe. We don't need to have another horse falling into the ravine, please.
Spartacus Pikachu face.
Oh my god.
Basically, he's saying that once you're going downhill, if you're not taking it very careful, the speed at which you will go down could cause you to damage your cart, damage yourselves, and kill the horse.
Hmm.
Yeah, that could be bad.
Mm-hmm. Just a wee bit.
Potentially.
So, do you take any particular precautions before heading back over the top of the bridge down, or do you just...
I will strap down anything that looks like it might fall off.
Yeah, I was gonna say just extra carefully strapping things down.
You have more than enough rope.
Cool.
Oh,
is
yeah,
there
I got that
anything
rope.
else?
Hashtag dat rope.
That rope. I don't think there's anything else that I could do. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Other than just going downhill very slowly and carefully.
All right.
Yes, I will. I suppose I'll hold on to my pup so it does not accidentally fall off the bridge.
Okay.
Is there a way that I could make a harness of rope for the dog, essentially?
You can certainly attempt to. Just for
How
fun, roll an
steep is
intelligence check.
An intelligence check?
Just for fun.
Ha!
I mean, it's a little sloppy, and it looks like you probably went over the same area like 3 times, but you're just really wanting to make sure that this doggo is, Actually, no. Is it... Did the dog just, like, shake? Don't move the rope. Silly boofer.
Can I retry it? Just make it more safe.
So you can try once more.
That's better.
Yep.
Oh. The baby boofer must be safe.
So you guys make sure to get yourself situated, tie things down to, at the very least, attempt to prevent anything bad from happening.
Don, I just had a really stupid idea. Or stupid thought. You want to know what it is?
I like stupid thoughts. Go ahead.
In my head, I just imagine, like, Nivara getting so accustomed to tying down everything that she, like, attempts to tie down Arcus. What are you doing? It's to make sure you're safe.
Attempts
I can fly!
attempts to tie down. Turns to attempt to tie down Arcus. Arcus isn't there.
He went invisible, like, nope, 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 nope.
He saw you tying up the other dog and just sat so that the dog would know to sit. And then as soon as it was done, just shoomp. Magnificent amount.
Yep, not doing that.
All right.
How steep is it?
Excuse me, sorry about that.
Hello?
It's
Yeah, all good.
inclined enough that, like, if you were walking down it, you'd be able to feel the incline, and well, if you were walking, it'd be, you're just walking down the street essentially. If you were to try and run down the hill, stopping
No,
would
fuck that.
essentially get you to start slipping and sliding a little bit.
Okay. Because I was just like wondering, like, Kalea could just go around the back and try and like, keep a hold onto it, like, stop it or something, like slow it down.
That's completely up to you guys.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
I'm not sure that would help. I think
Mm. How is
I
it
think-
staying slow now? Sorry.
How is it? What?
How is it staying slow now?
How is it staying
No.
slow now? I mean, right now you're getting towards the top of the bridge, so you're not actually having to worry about it sliding backwards or sliding forward. You've gotten to a point where it's not fully level, but it's level enough that it can come to a stop.
Yeah, but I mean when we're going downhill,
Take it slow.
it like just
That's what you've been instructed.
okay.
If you go too fast, you can get wrecked. That's not, being
Facetious.
facetious or, wordplay. That's them looking you in the eye and going, we don't want to lose another horse to the ravine. Please.
I know.
That make more sense?
Yeah, I was just wondering, just like if there was anything that we needed to make sure that the car didn't just accelerate.
Right.
There is a little brake like device on the side of the cart, but that's basically in case of emergency, pull the lever,
Right.
or to it's essentially like having a parking brake. You pull the lever, it locks a bar into place to prevent it from being able to slide back, which can be helpful in such a thing, but it means you could also break the wheel.
Are there wheels? Wait, sorry. I meant, are there steering wheels?
No, it's the
Did
cart.
you meant like? Did you meant the actual cart wheels?
Yes,
Oh, right.
that wheel. The wheels that you need to actually be able to have the cart move
What?
at all. Yes.
You said wheel singular.
Yes,
and
as in
so
the
I
bar
just
goes into
assumed-
one of the wheels. It does not go into all four of them.
Oh.
Otherwise, you would break all of your wheels and you'd be screwed.
Okay.
You only need to block one wheel. No worries, man. I get what you're saying. It blocks one wheel, just so that if it breaks, you're only losing one wheel.
Okay.
All right. Going slowly down the other side of the bridge takes a good chunk of a couple hours, because it takes that time to make sure that you're going safely down, not accelerating. By the end of it, it's probably a couple hours before dusk. It's taking you almost the entire day just to get over this bridge, but by the end of the day, you can be as far as you want to be. You can continue just racing through. You can go at a normal pace. You can continue at a slower pace. What do you want to do?
Slower pace would be preferable.
Yeah, I think so. Just to be careful.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably get I'll say another 5 miles away from the bridge.
All right.
No specific path from this point, although there is one that cuts kind of through, and another one that branches off slightly. You guys can just go through the forest thicket itself, or you can keep to the paths. One goes in like a straight westernish direction. The other one kind of goes slightly northwest.
I mean, Khalil's not sure where exactly we're heading, so
I'd
I'd
say,
probably say just like the western part.
yeah, I guess. I was gonna say northwest, but I'm not sure exactly where these people are going in terms of to the top or bottom of the other Colossi path in Tamdov. So I guess just straight west makes more sense, seeing as we have to get there directly to see what we're dealing with.
Okay.
You know, I forgot to ask that in that last town if they ran into those nobles.
Definitely something that you'll keep in mind for later.
Yeah.
No worries.
Anyway.
So, night falls. Good to know. The night is actually a little bit warmer than what it was before. As obviously, as we mentioned before, spring has been coming, and the cold snap from earlier is beginning to thaw. This particular evening is one of the more warmer ones. Obviously, the weather will fluctuate as it will, but it's definitely a lot warmer, a lot more enjoyable. As you eventually get around to it, does anyone want to take watches?
I'll take a watch.
Okay.
I will also.
Which watch do you want to take?
I'll take second watch.
I mean, I'll take third if someone else will take first.
Okay. Paris will probably take first watch, so I'll roll for her with my own dice real quick. I'm rolling pretty good today.
Don't say that.
For Arcus. You know, you had to just say don't say that.
I did say don't say that because you
Yes.
said that.
Yes, I said that because I was trying to exhibit confidence, not a lack of confidence as you clearly
That's
showed.
not confidence.
It's not cockiness either.
Mm.
It's literally a roll of the dice. You can't just be like, yes, I've been rolling hot, so I must be content. I know that it'll be different kinds of luck, but you have to have some kind of confidence in the world.
You can say, I hope I roll well. There's not such thing as a confidence, there's such thing as faith, but that's different.
Obviously. Let me check her perception real quick. It's still a 12. It's bravado. Let me have my bravado, dang it. But yeah, she looks around. Night continues on. She wakes up Zadim. Quiet night. Motions for you to get up, and just kind of lays down and just curls herself with her puppy, who just snuggles right up into her.
Mm-hmm. May I have advantage for having bright eyes with me?
One second, let me check something real quick, because I may actually say no.
Alright.
Let me see if I am remembering this right, because I just remembered something. Because I've been allowing it before, but I had not checked. A very important detail. Okay, I'll say yes.
Okay.
I could not remember if griffins had dark vision. They do.
Okay.
Yep. Keeping your eyes open, keeping yourself aware. It's a quiet night. Kind of nice. Eventually, probably getting close to when third watch would be beginning. Not fully at third watch, but getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
You hear very faint cracking noises. Very faint, very distant, probably a ways off.
Mm-hmm.
As you kind of listen to it at first, you're thinking it's probably like, a deer or something like that, but it's not like a soft rustling and then a little of just like one thing. It's like a
Okay. What direction's that coming from?
to the west, heading south.
Towards us, or parallel to us, or away from us?
It's not specifically down the road. It's a little northward of you, but it is heading southward. A ways
Towards
off, so
us.
that it doesn't sound like it's heading towards you. It's not like, okay, it's not north of you. It's to the west of you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were looking down the path, it would be on the right side of the path.
Okay. Do I see anything?
Not within 60 feet.
Cool. Seeing as it's almost third watch, I will draw my bow and quietly go over and poke Beardrick awake.
He wakes up pretty simply, I think.
Going to say it was a rather quiet watch until about 30 seconds ago, when I heard a very large something. There you go.
Where?
Down the road, still looking westward, on the right side. If it's faint, it's probably at least a good ways off, but you do hear something in that direction. Whatever it is, it's not being stealthy and it's not being subtle.
Does it happen to sound like it's getting any closer?
Ish. It doesn't sound like it's approaching. Like, it doesn't sound like it's getting louder, but it sounds like it's moving. It's like when you're listening to like a car come by and you hear it coming from one direction going in the other. But obviously this is slower and you can hear it going from one direction across. So it's not coming towards you.
Okay. So it's not aware of us, I guess.
Not at this point, at least.
Is it going in the... Does the noise sound like it's going in the direction of where we're going, or...?
Doesn't sound like it's going away from you either. Sounds like it's heading southward. With where you guys currently are, you
I'm
guys
back.
kind of see it. Welcome.
Welcome back.
What I miss?
Maybe it's best we let it be.
Weird things in the forest that we can't see.
Oh damn! Can I roll perception? Am I too late?
You're asleep.
You're asleep.
Oh, you motherfuckers!
It
there
wasn't
any-
coming during first watch. It was coming during
Is there
second.
anything?
Okay.
Is there anything I can roll that to
Perception
figure out if? Okay.
As I said, though, within the 60 feet of dark vision you have,
Yeah,
you don't see anything.
I figured.
So, I mean, if it was within 60 feet of you, it would be able to see you.
It says I have 120 feet.
Well,
of
120
dark
feet.
vision.
Oh, at the very
Yeah,
edge of
she's-
your vision, just very edge of it, like with your passive perception of 11. Like if I'd known that you had 120 feet, I'd have said that, yeah, you'd see this. You see a form coming out of the woods, large, somewhat. You'd say somewhat rotund looking. It's kind of hard to tell because it's all in black and whites because of dark vision. But it comes out of the forest after another couple seconds. At first, you're almost about to say, it's nothing. Then you see it, and you're like, As you watch a creature just kind of like, it's very kind of like just shambling, just kind of stepping.
Yep.
Just looking straight ahead. Not really sure if it has really an expression. It seems kind of just meandering as it just is heading southward. Walks across the path.
Okay.
Keeps walking.
I see it, but it's just going south. It's not approaching us.
Can you tell what it is?
I'm gonna say no, right?
Roll a nature check. You've heard of ogres before.
Oh dear!
Not heard of many of them being in places like Halo, but they're nomadic and they're willing to kind of just go wherever. Generally, they try to stay more localized to a specific region that would be quote unquote theirs. So it's not impossible that one of them just wandered into this area and was doing that. The fact that it's up late at night, I mean, maybe it just doesn't like working during the day.
Okay.
Get a mass swarm.
It's an ogre.
If it comes any closer, wake me up, and I will go to sleep.
I will stare and watch at it intently, and of course, still kind of look around to see if there's anything else. But
Looking around, that seems to be it at the moment. At the moment, at least.
yeah, I'll just be ready to fucking make some noise if anything gets worse. But does everything seem okay, I guess, for my watch?
Roll a perception check for your watch. And do you want to be by yourself, or do you want to wake someone up? Because obviously there is another person who can assist you with the watch, that person being Ebrin.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he still exists. He's still part of your group.
Still exists.
He can go home if you want. He just hasn't had a chance to.
Ow!
We should probably send him home before we head into Tamdov.
That might be a good
Paris in the
idea.
background. No.
Maybe we should have left him in town to begin with.
Yeah.
Does he want to go home?
He said he needs to go home.
No, send him home.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
say
we
that
need to
he
send him home.
was in the last town then.
Okay.
Yeah, just to simplify
My
that.
heart.
Just want to make sure. But yes, he did make sure that, he gave you a good, strong hug.
My heart.
Aw.
It's cute.
It feels so lonely now.
Roll a perception check.
Oh,
Okay.
they're also
Kalir is still here too, if you want.
Kalir is
yeah,
still here if you want
Claire
Claire
is
to help.
here. Is third watch last watch, by the way?
Yes, third watch is last watch.
Okay.
She has robust perception, but she can help you.
Yeah. Okay. He'll wake her up for this.
Okay.
And quietly explain that there was a, what was it again?
Ogre.
Ogre? Yeah. And explain.
Ah, cool.
Sweet child, no.
If we stay quiet, it should leave us alone.
Okay, I'll stay quiet.
Okay. Roll a perception check with advantage.
Advantage. Perception. Oh.
Natural 20.
Oh my.
Mm.
Percepted everything.
So, with a natural 20, what languages do you speak?
I don't think I know many. Let me check.
Now you know at least 3 languages.
Ah, fuck. Oh, that's one of them.
I'm surprised you don't just put them all into one thing so that when you click on that, it just shows all of them.
There we go. I mean, I like how I have it set up. Oh, I
you have it set up so that's easy for it's ease for you. I completely understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Common, gnomish, undercommon, celestial, and abyssal.
Celestial and Abyssal. Okay.
You're right. I could do it like that. That would make things easier.
You don't know what is being said, but you hear it's like a deep, bassy, almost ringing, resounding kind of sound. It's very faint. It's in a direction similar to where the other one had gone from before.
That sounds like anime.
Not aura aura. Horo horo.
That's a very close thing.
This close thing, you put your heads out of anime and you bring your butts back to D&D.
I will look in that direction.
Mhm.
And watch and listen carefully to see if anything changes.
Yeah, they're definitely following him. Eventually, you see 3 people, ogres, walking out of the forest. 2 of them are like, they're like kind of like shoving each other. Like, oh, I don't know. As a third one just like smacks them both, just like, pointing to the ground, just like that. Come on. As they're following the same path that the other one was on, these ones, just based off of the way they're walking, it's a little bit odd. The first one looked very kind of slow, just kind of a lazy walk, almost like they were sleepwalking. These ones, it is quite clear that their stance, their way they're holding themselves is different. Very awake, very alert, and moving with purpose. And in fact, there's actually a speed behind their movements as well, where they're actually able to just kind of move.
Excuse me.
Seems like they're following the other one. I will very quietly inform Kalir what's going on.
So glad you have been made aware of the moving southward. What they're
I'm
doing.
just gonna keep watching. I don't. It's still best we don't mess with them. So.
Of course. Eventually, the sun begins to peak in the distance. Other than the ogres just kind of just running off in the distance, nothing really seems to pop up. Although that might be because of the fact that there's ogres in the surrounding area, and most things that might cause you trouble tended to not want to be near such events.
Yeah, smart.
Wise.
I guess.
Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry.
Fine.
Bye. I think some got caught in my throat.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I guess if as everyone starts kind of waking up, I let them know what I saw,
Okay.
and there may be more ogres around we might run into. Oh lord. Oh no. We should proceed carefully.
Proceed with caution. Would I know anything about ogres, Dawn? On any off chance?
History check.
History or nature?
History.
Anything.
You wanted to know things about
7.
ogres, and you're trying to think of it like in terms of like their history. 7. I mean, there's stories about them, being invasive at times, but beyond that,
Excuse
it
me.
doesn't really tell you too much about them.
Do I happen to?
Drats!
I'll allow you to roll one as well.
History or nature?
Different answers for either.
Are ogres monstrosities?
Would
Yeah,
Kalir
they're
know
natural
anything?
creatures as far as I'm aware.
Same
Okay.
rolls. If any one of you wants to roll it, I'll allow everyone to roll.
Roll what? History checks?
Or nature. You can pick one of them.
I think it's the same for me.
It's the same for me for either.
Why advantage?
Yeah.
Jeez.
What?
Why roll?
Oh, right. Isn't he on
He's
his
he's
phone?
his phone. Okay, I was double checking. I'm like, wait, hold on. Pretty much the same
He
thing.
knows about as much as I do.
Yeah, you know the exact same thing as he does.
I know, Jack.
You didn't even know that ogres existed. Like, you're like,
Ogre?
yeah, I never saw the ogres from last night, so clearly you're looking at a fairy tale, clearly. I mean, if it actually exists, then yes, it's a very real fairy tale.
I love it. You're looking at a fairy tale. Those things don't exist. The warlock sitting there with a small dragon on her shoulder.
No, again, it's a
I
very
thought
real
they were
fairy
just
tale.
mythological creatures.
I just find it funny, just the idea.
Clear would know that they are a form of giant.
Big boy.
So
Yes, because
they
you
were
didn't roll
probably
the 10.
speaking giant last night.
Probably.
I'm sorry,
anyone
that
know
just.
giant?
I speak to Fae, not giants.
Most people tend to not speak with giants. Which is like, why wouldn't you want to speak with giants? What if you ever go up into the clouds and speak with a cloud giant? That'd be awesome.
Who was saying this?
Me.
Oh lord.
Me, out of
I
character.
mean, I mean, I guess you can if you're like, I think a half elf or something, or an elf. You can speak an extra language.
Yeah.
You can speak an
There's-
extra language, but I didn't pick giant as an extra language.
Nah, she wanted to speak with the Fae.
It would make the most sense
Oh, yeah,
considering.
of course.
Mhm.
I wasn't saying anything
I know
negative or to the
common.
contrary.
I know common, Underdark, Elven, and Sylvan.
Yep, none of those are giant. And looking around,
Would it be Underdark or Undercommon? I always lose track.
Undercommon.
Or are they two different things?
Underdark's not a language; it's a place.
Okay, thank you.
Undercommon is spoken in the Underdark.
Yes. So, do you just pack everything up and go?
Yeah, I'm going to assume that's the general consensus.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, we can't do anything else.
Because if we don't, we're just going to pack up for us the next 20 minutes.
Mm.
More than fair. So you guys pack everything up right quick. Sparkus, ready to roll. Who's driving, by the way?
I thought it was Deirdre. If not, then I'll do it.
No,
Oh, good.
I'm fine with it.
So he is
Ow!
Doggo.
I bit the inside of my mouth.
That'll do
Oh,
it.
good stuff. I've been doing that a lot lately.
Hope you're okay.
There's a whelp.
Mm.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Sorry, no.
Sorry, what's up?
There we go. Deirdre gets in the back with Navarre and Kalir. I almost said Azim. Zadim is driving.
Oh, okay. We're just traveling then, huh?
On the road again. Don, what the fuck are you feasting upon?
It's not me.
Oh, sorry, I'm putting groceries up.
Just because I am
Duh,
the one who
I guess.
normally does this.
Excuse.
Jacques.
And stars, child. Anyways, so you guys begin making your way.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, off to the side of the road, probably say a couple hours into your travel, you see it looks like the remnants of a campsite with a person just kind of leaning up against, or not up against, right next to a tree. It looks like they're curled up asleep. So got a full campsite, everything set up, and there's a cart, but no horse.
Khalil walks up to the person and pokes him with the club. Her normal club.
Okay, so you pop out of the cart and just walk over, poke him. You poke
Jeez.
him. No
You-
response.
I'm gonna check if he's dead.
You kind of like roll him over slightly, and you see a lifeless expression as the head just kind of rolls to the side.
Oh shit! What?
What? Did we just
You
find
got
a
a
body?
dead guy?
I zoned out. What happened?
Yeah, we got a dead
you
guy.
were passing
I think.
it, and Claire jumped out and poked it, and she's like, "Oh, this is the dead body."
Hmm.
I
Can I-
stop the horses and I
Okay.
immediately check the area.
We gotta
Right.
stop.
I'm gonna check how he. I mean, I haven't told any of you guys.
Yeah, she just hopped out to go and poke a body.
Well, how close is the guy though? Could we have
I'd
seen
say
that he
maybe
just
like
kind of?
Yeah.
you all see it. It's probably like 60 feet off the path that you guys are currently walking. So it's on.
I'm pretty
it's on
sure
the
we're
road,
gonna.
It's just off to the
I'm
side.
pretty sure we're.
Khalil,
Hold on, go ahead, Paris.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna notice the giant orc jumping out of the car and proceed to poke something.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, but we don't know what happened when she poked it. It is 60 feet.
Kalera's gonna say, like, I think I found a dead body.
Oh my god.
Can I check to see if I can tell the cause of death?
Medicine check.
I'm checking the area,
I help.
Oh, you'll help.
Rolling. Okay.
and I have Bright Eyes immediately.
Pass!
In the air.
Yeah, Bright Eyes is in the air.
I'm also
I'm
watching
gonna
it
pursue
around
the
me.
area to check the heck what's up.
Okay.
Thank you, Kalir, you beautiful woman, for that advantage.
May I have advantage because I'm actively having Bright Eyes help me out?
I mean, I'm gonna say no because Bright Eyes can't talk to you.
That's fine. I will cast Speak with Animals first, then.
Can't talk with them? Problem solved.
Exactly. And there you go, NPR. There's the thanks.
Glitter gets solution.
Thank you. Wait, how? What?
In Roll20, I put Smooch's Kalir and thanks. You said, you should be thanking me.
Looking at
Oh, it's
the...
kind of joking. Khalil would freeze up.
Looking...
Oh yeah, can I also be looking around and shit?
Excuse me, trying not to sneeze there. Oh, that hurt. That hurt my soul.
Oof.
Oh, Lord.
Make a survival check or a perception check if you're looking around. If you're searching around, then you can make either investigation or survival.
I think it's all the same to me.
That's fair. Grabbing the natural 20 real quick. So you're looking
There we go.
around. We'll get to you two in a second. Hold on.
Yeah, take your time,
Grab
take your
your
time.
sugar on the shelves. Hold your horses. Looking over the body. At first, like, you're actually looking over the body itself, but Clear is eventually just kind of poking his head, just like, there's something weird about his neck. Kind of move back over, and you realize that this person likely suffocated, or rather was suffocated. There's some bruising on the neck that implies that there was a hand that had grabbed them and was strangling them to death.
Okay, so this is a long shot when I say this. But certain races would have obviously bigger or smaller hands.
Mhm.
Does this look like a bigger or smaller race?
Medium.
Okay, so it's probably human or elvish in that case. Is there any other...
It's thick fingered, so it's like medium, like it could be human, elvish, I mean, some half orcs maybe. There's a variety of other races that it could be.
There's a variety, but it
Yeah.
narrows out like dwarves,
It-
gnomes, and Goliaths and such.
Yeah, like dwarves have thick fingers and such like that, but there's spacing that's very different compared to the ones that you're looking on his neck currently.
Is there any other signs of trauma, like there was a scuffle before he got choked out, or cuts, or anything like that?
He's in a sleeping roll.
Oh, someone snuck up on... Ooh.
Ooh.
Someone snuck
You
up on him
had
and
a
was able to
chance.
strangle him in his sleep.
Mm.
But
Bedroll
didn't
wasn't
even have a
moved.
chance to
Doesn't
fight
like
back.
just looking around the area, the bedroll is completely in place. Like you see, like it's
Oh
been like
my
kicked around, like they
gosh.
were like kicking in like their sleep or something like that.
Yeah, because they were trying to escape, but...
This is a professional job.
Khalil's gonna see if he has any kind of identification.
Looking on his body, just like opening the bedroll, you realize he's not wearing clothes. So not
Oh, he naked.
he was in his bed. He
someone
was
s-
asleep.
Yeah, not everybody
Yeah,
sleeps
but-
naked,
Well,
girl.
he's wearing like undergarments, like
Thank you. That's different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I'm saying no clothes, I mean
But
no
like-
clothes that might have identification. That's probably in
Like not
backpack.
like a...
Okay,
Like not... a-
there's-
Yes, not like clothes with identification.
Right.
You're just wearing undergarments. That's it.
I was gonna say they stripped him after
I
this.
assumed
he's
his
wearing
clothes would be nearby.
In a backpack, just
Hello?
leaning up against a tree. Actually, no. I apologize.
Yeah,
Let me rephrase that. It is not in a backpack next to a tree. It's in a backpack hanging up
In
the
a tree.
Yes, to prevent like bears and such from getting into it.
Oh, that's
There's
smart.
no
Okay.
footprints or anything per se around his
Uh-oh.
body.
I'll get to that.
I'll let the perception checks happen first.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
I'll-
we're getting to that now. Which Zadim, you notice the backpack. Verdrick, you also notice the backpack. Zadim, you're looking around, just keeping your eyes open for anything. Looking around, doesn't appear to be anything moving just at the moment. You're trying to be aware. You're kind of on edge. Just
I call up to Bright Eyes, and it translates whatever I say so that the recipient can understand me.
Mhm.
So whatever I say is going to be understood by anybody who can hear me.
I mean, in animal or common.
Okay. Wait. I just want to make sure. So if I say something in common, Bright Eyes is going to be able to understand me.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so I would have told her before she took off then, just so I'm not shouting up to her.
Circle around, see if there is anything out of the ordinary. Marks in the grass, people, and hover around anything you see.
As soon as you say that, she kind of looks at you just like, I would need to actually be on the ground to see anything like marks in the grass. But if there are people, I'll hover.
Appreciated.
Gives you a slight inclination of her head, just like, no worries, and takes off. At the moment, she's circling, but doesn't seem to be hovering.
Kale is gonna attempt to climb the tree.
Okay.
And
There
grab the
is a rope
backpack.
next to the tree trunk if you don't want to climb it, but if you want to climb it, by all means.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's roped around
I'll-
it so that you could just put a stake into the rope and then just pull it out and drop it down later.
Oh, yeah, she'll do that then.
While this is going on, Verdrick, your investigation check pulls up something odd. Looking around, obviously you're looking to see if there's any kind of disturbance or anything like that, and eventually you almost pass it up at first, but then you kind of pause and you're like, I'm not going to second guess myself, but at the same time, I'm going to verify. It's almost like there's a very disjointed spider tracks, except it doesn't feel right. Something about it is wrong. And you watch as it looked like it kicked up some loose dirt. There wasn't a lot to actually kick up, which is why you at first were about to dismiss it. But as you get kind of closer to the body, you actually see where it looked like it actually, whatever this was, approached the body and was essentially lost to the fact that it had probably either gotten onto the bedroll or something of that nature. And eventually you kind of look around and you see that there's some tracks a little bit of ways away going back into the forest. If you want, you can roll a survival or nature check to try and see if you can try and guess what this could have been made from.
I could, but I could also call out to someone because I know the other two are better with those, right? Nature checks and stuff.
You've seen them, know a lot of stuff, so that's completely up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna call to them first and be like, "Hey, there's tracks leading to and back to the forest."
I'll head over to your trip.
Okay.
Do they look familiar?
I need one of those checks. Nature or survival, your choice.
Can he give me advantage, or would it just
Yeah.
be a straight?
I was
Looking at
gonna
it, so yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give her advantage.
Ugh!
With a 12, it's hard to say for sure. Whatever it is, it looks like it had more than 2 legs for sure, so it was definitely something that was probably smaller. What's weird is that it looks like it had maybe 4 legs, but every now and then you'll see an extra step that was taken.
Is it possible to have Arcus look at this as well?
I'll allow him to make one roll, but he does not get advantage.
Naturally. Wisdom is what it
Yes,
is?
Wisdom.
You want me to take a look at him?
Yes, please, God.
Straight roll for you as well.
Okay. A nature check, you said.
Or survival.
Nature
your
or survival.
choice.
Nature or survival, my choice.
Only get one. Though.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
There we go.
You've never seen a creature make footprints like this, but as you kind of lean down, kind of like putting your hand into the ground, just kind of leaning forward to look at it, it's weird. There's an abnormality to it that's disconcerting.
I mean, yeah.
And just stare at it for a moment. At first, you're like, yeah, no, this doesn't make sense. You kind of lean back, put your hand in your lap, and you see another set of tracks. No, wait, no, that's your hand. This was a hand.
Someone crawled away.
It looks like if it was someone crawling away, they were only using one hand. And they had been crawling towards this person and then away from this person. And there's no drag marks around this hand.
That's so weird.
This thing uses its hand as well as its legs for locomotion, and it's got more than one set of legs.
No, I'm saying that all the footprints that you find, they're only of a hand. They are fingerprints that look like they crawled towards it.
Oh, this gives me some heaves and some jeebs.
Is there?
Why?
Is that how ogres walk?
No.
No.
Essentially, let me put it this way.
Out of
This is like tiny little creature footprints. Not big, tiny.
Okay, this is slightly less heaves and jeebs, but still.
Yeah. Still really creepy though. Ugh.
You had a question, NPR?
Oh, don't worry, it's fine. I was gonna say though, what do I find in the backpack and stuff?
You find clothes. It's essentially an explorer's pack, just with 2 days worth of rations rather than the full amount. Mess kit looks like it could be a little bit cleaner, but it's been in use, so it makes sense. As well as a guild sigil. This sigil is for cobbler.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, there's no cobbler's tools in the backpack, which means that they may either be on the cart or somewhere else.
Guru.
Okay.
Yes.
Does it look like? Are there any tracks of the cart?
The carts
To
are still right there.
indicate
It's
where
still
they
just a
were
little
coming
ways
from?
off. The cart is still right around. No horse, but there's a cart.
Yeah, I wasn't asking that. I was asking if there are any tracks from the cart to indicate where it's coming from.
It was heading the opposite direction to where you're going. So it looks like, just based off
Okay.
where the cart is facing, it looks like he was expecting to go towards the bridge.
Mm.
Is there a name on the sigil, or is it just a sigil?
It's on the back of the sigil. Let me type out the name for you real quick.
Guru, remember those other cobblers we found where we found Spartacus? Did we
No.
ever find their guild sigil?
Their sigil? Off the top of your head?
I
been
actually
in-
drew the sigil
Hmm?
in the notebook. I do remember that.
Yep,
Oh,
so yes, you
okay.
did.
Is this the same sigil?
Same guild.
Oh,
So,
that's once
wait, same guild as what?
before
Well,
you joined up, like a while back, where we found the horse we have, Spartacus.
Good boy.
It was basically this small cart crashed on the side of the road. No sign of the occupants. And Spartacus had broken free of his bindings to the cart and had ran downhill about 60 to 70 feet away and stopped firmly in the middle of a stream of running water and had stood there for 3 days.
Because he knew that vampires won't go after him in running water.
Because someone had trained this horse well enough to know that vampires don't cross running water. And he had apparently encountered vampires with his former masters who were not so fortunate to get away. And this apparently is the same guild as the people who were the owners of that cart.
I have a question, Dom.
This is...
Yes.
I'm going to take 10 minutes to ritual cast Speak with Animals and ask Spartacus if he smells or senses anything similar to when we found him.
I could just ask that if you would like, because I still have that up.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
can do that at will.
Go for it.
Do that.
Two
at
people
will.
are just like, we can do it.
Just so you
Go
don't
for
gotta
it.
wait 10 minutes.
I mean-
turned to
I mean, but I
Spartacus.
also want to hear Spartacus speak as well, so that I don't
Alright,
have to
if you
have to
want.
relay.
Does yours,
If you want.
does yours use a spell slot?
No,
Well,
she's
yeah,
not
but
sure.
No, I have it ritual quest. I
No,
can't.
no, I'm mad.
I already cast
Oh,
it to
man,
speak
he
with
has
Bright
spoke
Eyes.
with animals. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so you want to wait that 10 minutes, or you want to just have him just immediately speak?
If they're interested, they can go ahead.
Kalir, whilst Steam is speaking with an animal, Kalir's gonna take his sigil and then pick up the body and put it in the cart.
Okay, there's other stuff in the cart as well.
I'm going to put the corpse in the cart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because, like, you know, in case there's a family or something, you know.
But we don't know if there is a family, and we will start to carry a rotting corpse in the cart with our
Is
food.
it rotting, or is it fresh?
Fairly fresh, probably maybe 2 days, maybe. I mean, with a natural 20, I'll give you. It's probably been under a week, just under a week.
Yeah, it's not rotting yet.
That's
Yet.
starting to get on the
Fine.
edge of when it
It's
starts.
starting
though.
it's starting to smell a little bit, but you're still able to move it. In rigor mortis is long since worn off. Rigor mortis only lasts like within the 24 hours of its death.
Mm.
When
My body correctly from CSI.
Bodies start to decompose 24 to 72 hours after death.
Oh, then it
Was-
would be around the end of 48 hours then. So I was right with my original assumption. I was trying to remember. I'm like, decomposition doesn't happen until within a week, right? No, 48 would be correct.
But
What,
I mean,
Hmm?
you know, it doesn't really matter if it's decomposing. It's still the guy.
It's still a guy,
Well,
and it's still an incredible health hazard to us.
is there anything otherwise that identifies who this guy is, and with his stuff?
Not with his backpack.
What about on him?
On him, he is wearing small clothes. He's wearing
On
undergarments.
in his
What
cart?
about in the cart?
In his
Yeah.
cart, I will let you know that he does have a few items, predominantly boots and things of that nature.
Of course.
Roll an investigation check, because there is also cobbler's tools, but just in case you're looking, because obviously you're looking specifically for
Can I have Arcus help one of them?
I'll say that he can help Verdrick if Verdrick's looking.
Okay,
So
investigation.
with advantage.
Sure, you don't give it to Zadim. He probably has better investigation.
Arcus likes you.
Don't assume
And
that.
Zadim is currently talking to Spartacus.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
That for the first roll.
Yeah.
19's definitely good. You find, as I mentioned before, that there are cobbler's tools in his cart. There's 3 books. And as you're kind of moving around, Arcus, who has seen this before, moves up to the driver's seat and starts kind of like clawing at it, looking at you, looking back at it, starts clawing at it again. When you follow him over, you see that underneath the driver's seat, there's a hidden compartment.
Just like
Interesting.
before.
Oh.
Do you reach into there and see what you can find?
Yes.
Alright, so you reach in there, start kind of like filling around with it, and you feel your hand at first brush up against something worn, leathery, which it found is like a leather wrap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you pull it out, you hear a kind of a sliding sound of steel on wood. You pull out a silvered scimitar.
Holy crap.
Silvered scimitar.
Damn.
And as you were pulling out, you hear a little clink ding of something else in the compartment.
I will keep looking then.
Okay.
Is there
Reaching
anything else?
Yeah, it takes you a moment to actually pull it out, because there's multiple things in there. From the look of it, adding them all together appears to be possibly alchemist supplies. They do have a few things that are already like bottled and such. One of them is a health potion.
Cool.
The other one is a kind of a viscous liquid that you have no idea what this is just looking at it. Whatever this is, like when you kind of turn it over in your hands, it moves a little slower than water, kind of like a semi-syrupy looking mixture. But when you open the top, it's got a very thick, just not nice smell. It's like immediately corking. You're just like, yeah. Try and get that down your throat. That could kill a man.
Yeah, I'll do that to one of the others.
So you have essentially you have an alchemist supplies kit, a healing potion, a question mark potion, and a silvered scimitar.
Cool. Well, none of these identify who this person is, though.
In the cart, you do also find that on the cobbler's tools, there is the inscription of the name. Denvel.
Cobbler's tools. It's what?
Inscribed
Oh, yeah.
to the name Denvel.
Yeah, Killer would have mentioned the name to everyone.
Yeah. So it's the same name as was on the guild token.
So that's all we get, huh?
At the moment.
Well, I guess I'll walk back with the cool stuff I found, but also explain that's all I found.
Found things.
Yep.
Strange things for a cobbler, but things.
He gives Nivara? Yeah, he gives Nivara kind of cautious look before handing her the weird liquid stuff.
Okay.
I pull out this silver dagger that I got, and I turn to Viodric and I say,
This is what we found on the other card. I find it very strange that cobblers will be traveling around with silvered weapons like
It definitely seems like there's something going on.
I turn to Spartacus. What did I get from him?
1 second here. Just making sure this is put in his Navara's sheet. She's BRBing. All right. So what do you ask of him? Because he's going like he's kind of like looking over you guys, just like.
easy.
How can you tell me it'd be easy when there's death over there? I can smell it a mile away.
I know. This is a very strange situation.
Strange? There's death over there.
It is
I can smell it.
actually very similar to where we found you.
Similar? I mean, kinda. I mean, there's definitely death over there.
Yes, there is death over there, but it is a dead cobbler.
No. He smells like he's just dead. I'm talking about death. The smell of death. Have you ever smelled the smell of death before? Kind of reminds me of the time when you actually have to go around to the place where you actually smell people who are actually dead. It's really bad, really rank kind of smell. That's the kind of smell that it is.
Spartacus,
What?
where is it coming from?
Over there. Motions towards the campsite. It was over there at some point.
Does it smell like it came from or went into the forest?
And
Oh boy.
I relay this information.
Which direction into the forest?
He was not very specific.
it went that
I'll-
way. He, like, snaps
I'll-
his head to the right, so to the
Okay.
right side of the path.
Okay.
Oh, okay. After dropping the body near the cart, because
Your
apparently
cart or
people
his
don't know.
cart?
Well, I mean, we can't take his cart,
No
can
horse.
we?
No horse.
Could we, like... No, that would be double the way. Our current horse would probably just, like, be super tired. Yeah, she just drops the body near our cart.
Okay.
And she's gonna start walking in the direction of the death smell then.
Okay.
Or where Spartacus had smelled it.
Mm-hmm.
To see if she can see anything.
Make an investigation check.
Or okay.
There we go.
Well, because I know that you're on your phone and whatnot. I'll say that it's a 19 because your investigation modifier is +2, so it'd have just been +1 to the 18.
I'll just roll d20s now. See.
You're fine. You're fine. As you're looking around, you do see some little scuffle marks from the hand until it gets to a point where it's just in such a grassy area that you can't actually really make out exactly where it went after that. But you try and follow it a little bit more, and eventually you come to a point where you pause and just kind of stare for a moment before realizing that it looks like a different set of footprints was near this area. Looks like some kind of bird or something like that, which as you kind of look around, still investigating, kind of just walking around, you eventually see almost like a branded sigil in the side of one of the tree trunks.
Do I recognize this sigil?
Roll a religion check. Thank you, Zadim, for letting her know what was
Yeah,
going
all
on.
good.
13. We didn't do anything to you. The only thing that was done to you was that you were given the liquid and said, just don't drink it.
This is the wait.
Mm-hmm.
Does this look like the fucking black potion that I have on me already?
Different coloring. The one you have on you is kind of a magenta color. This one is more of like a dark black maroon color. Like yours is like a magenta pink color. So yes, the one that you have in your inventory at the very bottom, I put that in there.
Okay.
So
Well,
the
no,
one
I'm
we just
asking,
got.
does it look like the dark violet liquid as well?
It is like
Okay.
like a dark black red color. Like you hold it up to the light and you can see it like very thickly moving like a syrup.
Okay.
And with the 13, see, should be not too far.
By the way, that health potion I found, is it just a standard health potion?
Yes, 2d4 plus
Okay.
2.
Okay. Just making sure.
And the sigil that you found, NPR, was a sigil of an entity known as Delvine. I can spell that out for you if you wish.
definitely heard of that before.
Yes, please.
I remember when you deity just like that.
The main thing that
remember
you
because-
know with a 13 is that Delvine is referred to as the creator of secrets.
So this symbol was on a tree, was it?
Yes, it looked like it was either branded into it or that it was burnt out of it.
Okay. And it's and Delphine is a what?
Delvine is an entity. Not quite a god, but with enough renown that it's essentially like a minor god. More specifically, some form of fiend. We'll wrap this up pretty quick. No worries.
Okay.
How did you describe Delphine before, though?
Delvine, from what your 13 gave you, is that they are referred to as the creator of secrets.
Okay. What about those footprints on the ground? Like, whereabouts did they come from, and where are they going?
The fingerprints.
The
Yes,
handprints again.
Yes,
Okay, right.
this is what you've been following. They came to a point where it looks like a bird landed near them, and then both of them either vanished or the bird attempted to pick it up.
How big was the bird?
Maybe like a crow or a raven size. Maybe a not quite pigeon, because they don't exist in this neck of the woods. It would be closer to a major city that you'd see pigeons.
Oh, sea pigeon.
Okay, that's strange. And did it seem like the brand was made by the thing that walks with its hands?
Presumptuously, no, because of the fact that the hand never approached the tree. Like, it stopped right before the tree, but it did not reach the tree. If it was able to somehow burn that into the tree, then it had some long reach, which doesn't quite make sense based off of its positioning.
What about the bird?
You have no idea where it came from or where it went. All you do is you see a few of the footprints of such a creature, and then an area where it looks like there was like a little bit of flailing before both of them were not there anymore.
Okay. Kale's gonna walk back,
Okay.
and she's gonna say to the rest of the group, like, the weird handprints end over there, and they end next to some bird feet, and then both just kind of disappeared. And there's also like a symbol on a tree that's been burned into it.
Symbol.
A symbol of Delphine, I think.
Would I know who that is?
Pretty sure because I know who it is.
Virdrick can roll a religion check.
Ah!
You two have heard the name before.
Okay. Oh my god!
The paladin. The paladin rolls the nat 1 religion.
Who's the fuck is that?
Deirdre, come
Wow.
on!
I guess that was
I
to
think
compete with the nat one for nature.
True.
I think your devotion is wavering.
Oh my
My
god.
devotion is apparently in a completely different direction.
Yes, it's fighting
It's over there.
actual living humanoid beings, not fighting with creatures that are supposedly fiends.
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
is a
supposedly.
Delvine? What is a Delbean? What is that?
Delvine.
Delvine, from what everyone else will be able to tell you, is a fiend. Minor, like semi-deific. You're not sure if that's actually true or not, uh, but is a fiend.
Very well. That's something to keep in mind.
Sorry, I just want to make sure I knew how long it lasted.
Are there sort of dragging marks behind the handprints?
What do you mean?
Like, does it look like the thing has been crawling, so his legs have been dragging along the ground?
You see no footprints, no feet, just fingers.
No, I didn't say footprints.
Yeah, no drag
I
marks
said
either.
Okay, all right.
Let me put it this way: if there was a second set of hands, you would think that they were walking on their fingertips, but you only see one set, which means this person's either really skilled at this or there's something weird.
Just like with the other color.
Okay. Or he has one foot, but his foot is a hand. Could be a gorilla that only has one leg.
You're right.
Possibly.
Well, is that all we are going to be able to discover about this area?
I will inform Kalir and Virdrick about what we found about the other cobbler cart where we found Spartacus.
Okay.
And I will turn to Spartacus and I will ask him if he smells that weird death smell approaching at all, at any point, to make sure that he alerts one of us.
I'll do my best.
I will pet Spartacus.
Nuzzles into your hand.
Well, we can bury the body and then keep going then.
All right.
Shouldn't we, like, take it back to his family?
We don't have the
I'm
time
sure
for
they
that.
would probably appreciate it.
We do not know if he hails from anywhere in this region.
We have no details.
Cobblers like him tend to travel around, hence the cart, to wherever they can find work. He could have family in Tamdov, he could have family in Halo, he could have family in Korovin. We do not know. As nice as it would be to try and find a family, it's not the easiest task.
The most we can do for him for now is to give him a proper burial. So, are we gonna do it?
Did you guys bury him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys.
I asked Virdrick to make sure that he can't come back.
No, you asked me to make sure he can't come back?
I don't know if there's any kind of fancy paladin stuff you can do, but...
I don't believe there is anything.
Cremation.
Yeah, I guess just bury him then.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
That's from. Because I think I know what you're referring to, but let me double check to see if it's the one that I think.
Oh,
it is.
like dowsing in holy water or something.
Well, I just mean in general.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can really do, especially. Is there, like... I mean, can I say some nice words, I guess? Yeah,
You
say
definitely
some
say
nice
some
paladin
words.
words.
You can say some nice paladin words.
Okay, I don't know what. But Virgic would know. Yeah, I guess that's it though.
And then I suggest that we get as far away from this place as possible.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's time to get going.
And I'd say that's a good place to end the session there. With you guys having done a
Okay.
good deed. Found some oddities as well as symbols that really shouldn't be there. But then again, who's to say that they shouldn't be there?
Yep. Well, we can check on more on that later. Maybe there'll be other people that know more about it.
Hmm.
That's the one I was thinking of. I don't think that's a paladin spell. It is not. It's a cleric spell called Gentle Riposte that prevents it from
Oh,
being
that
affected
one.
by decay and extends the time with which one can be revived. But it has been 48 hours. Might not be something that, you could do even if you had a cleric. Unless you were, like, booking it back towards some clergy and had the ability to do so. So, without that... But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Throwing a little
Yeah.
confusion and mystery in there.
Mhm.
Ogres are heading southward, and someone got killed by being strangled and apparently just died.
Yeah, I don't like that one. That's scary.
Yeah. Creepy.
It's creepy.
It's creepy. I don't
Good.
like it.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
It's super creepy.
That's what I was going for with that.
Oh.
So unsettling.
I mean, I should hope so. That's what I was
No.
going for.
But
That being said, that was fun.
yes,
Some good
Yeah.
RP
Yeah,
stuff.
that's fun.
it's always nice making some good progress.
Oh yes, and you guys are heading towards Tamdov to find out more little details and semantics that are potentially available to you there, but you still have to make it there, of course. And we'll be working on that next time. So if you've been watching this and you like it, you can follow us on
Subscribe.
at twitch.tv. Working on
Hit
getting
the
the
subscribe button.
button on Twitch, but if you're watching this from YouTube, hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated on our content. Leave us a like and a comment. Really helps us
Hit
out.
that little bell so you know when shit happens. Get a ring.
Yeah.
Ring a ding.
Ring a ding ding.
Ring a ding ding. What Team Comp is up to their normal bullshit.
Yes. But yeah, thank you so much. And until next time, we've been What Team Comp, and we're horsing around having a good time. Hope you are too. Bye bye.
Bye.